My brothers and sisters, you are now watching the Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need. And I hope you enjoy the video.
All right, my brothers and my sweet, sweet sisters. E3 has begun. E3 has officially begun. Just finished watching Microsoft's conference. Shout out to all my viewers that came through the stream and watched it with me. Always a fun time talking with you interesting individuals. So we were just all trolling, bro. I literally feel like it's a family when we're in there because we all troll so much. But so yeah, Microsoft's conference just ended. I was hoping so hard that their conference was going to be good because after that freaking performance from Bethesda and especially EA, Bethesda's was alright. EA's what the freak was that? So I was hoping that both Microsoft and Sony come strong with it. So you know how these vids are. It might be a little lengthy. This might be a little lengthy, but like I mean like the intro says, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, or popcorn. Get whatever you may need. And let's talk about Microsoft's E3. All right, so to kick it off, Daddy Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer, you know, came out on stage. It's funny because a lot of Xbox fanboys can't stand that man because he's always like giving props to Sony and stuff like that. But Phil Spencer came out on stage. They immediately talked about the Xbox One S, the slimmer version of the Xbox One, and it's going to start at $299. So that is one different model of the Xbox One you're going to have. I say one different one because there's another there's another one to talk about, but that's like towards the end. So the Xbox One S, that's going to start at $299. Is going to be a slimmer version of the Xbox One. That's cool. Showed off Gears 4. This gameplay they showed off for Gears of War 4 was way better than last year's, because last year's, I don't know if they didn't have the brightness all the way turned up, but that jump was too dark to see. So this gameplay they showed for Gears 4, it was good. You know, they showed some new weapons, they showed some new creatures, you know, and I thought the gameplay was good. I was enjoying what I was seeing. It is going to have a horde mode, so good old horde is coming back. A lot of people love horde mode. Here's the thing. It's coming to winter. Bro, when I tell you, literally every game they showed off said Xbox One and Windows 10. Literally. At Gears of War 4, you might as well say, is now coming to PC. So that is one less reason to own the Xbox. I could have just imagined the look on some of the Xbox fanboys' faces like, what the what the hell is this? So Gears 4 is coming to a PC. Literally a lot of games said Windows 10 and Xbox One, and it also will be crossplay, so people on Xbox One will be able to play with people on PC. So that's cool. And then towards the end of that gameplay, they showed. And at first, I didn't know who this man was. Freaking Marcus Phoenix looks old as heck, bro. But once he started to talk, I was like, that's Marcus Phoenix. So they show him towards the end, you know. So I thought what they showed for Gears 4 was pretty cool. Goddamn, my battery's about to freaking run out. I really need 2 batteries so bad. But then they got into Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct still has a fan base, you know, behind it, so I'm sure some people, you know, were excited to see that. So I guess you know, they got some new stuff coming out for that game, and it's going to come to Xbox One and Windows 10. Forza Horizon 3. This is a Microsoft press conference. You know Forza is going to be there. That's just the way it works. So at first I wasn't sure what the junk was, just with the way that the trailer had started. But then you started seeing cars. I was like, oh, this is Forza. So they got ATVs. They got some dune buggies. They got like off-road racing. So it's like I mean, I always I only played the first Forza Horizon. I didn't play the second one, but I've always liked more of the arcadey-ish racing as opposed to like the real racing sims, you know. So Forza Horizon 3, you know, is gonna be a good title for you know, the Xbox One. It's just, you know, it's just Forza, you know. And I think that is also Xbox One and Windows 10. Recore gameplay. Recore actually looks pretty good. They showed off a little like gameplay trailer for it. I'm really digging what I'm seeing from Recore. It's just unfortunate we won't be able to play the game until 2017. But Recore definitely looks like it could be a good new IP for the Xbox. So is that Final Fantasy 15. They show a demo off of this joint, and listen, like I said, I've never been a huge fan of Final Fantasy. I've always preferred like stuff like Kingdom Hearts or even Grandia. I used to be a huge fan of that franchise. Even Star Ocean to a certain extent. Final Fantasy, I never really got into it like that, but because all the well, you know, I know this one for sure, you know, is going to be a completely new story. Final Fantasy 15 is a day one cop, just in case you did not know. That the gameplay they showed off for that looks really good. They was fighting some huge behind freaking. I think that was one of the biggest boss battles. Like this man's hand took up the whole screen, bro. So they're like fighting this thing. They're showing the gameplay. So Final Fantasy 15 looks cool. You know, the frame rate wasn't the best, but hopefully that will be solved by, you know, by the time it comes out. And that comes out September 31st, you know. So Final Fantasy 15, that looked pretty cool. They showed off some. Let me ask y'all a question right now. If you bought The Division real quick, do you still play it? Yes or no? They show a DLC expansion for The Division. I know a lot of people that bought that game and no longer play it, you know, but it's good because just like with Destiny, I really thought it was going to be like almost the same case. Like the closer and closer it was getting to its release date. Like I think, you know, just like how Destiny, like when they release more content, you know, it keeps people coming. But Destiny really has like a huge fan base behind it that really enjoy the game. I don't know if The Division is going to be like, I just don't see it being on that same level of Destiny, because a lot of people don't like Destiny, but it still has like a hardcore fan base behind it. I don't see that with The Division. Like I don't know, but they have a DLC expansion coming for that, and it's going to be first on Xbox One. Then they showed off some stuff for Battlefield 1, like a new trailer and stuff. That's going to be first on Xbox One as well. And if you have EA Access, it's going to be first on Xbox One on October 13th, or you can wait for, you know, until when it comes out, you know, for all on October 30th. Then they showed off some new features for Xbox. It is so funny because, and this is not just Xbox, we are really getting excited for features that we had last gen. Like, just sit back and think about that for a second. People are clapping for features that we had on Xbox 360 or PS3. Like, it's funny to me. So, background music is coming to Xbox Live. Jump was on 360. You know, so they also got this thing called clubs or something like that. I wasn't really paying like too much attention to that part. But they also got Xbox Arena, I think it's called, and that actually sounded pretty cool. It's like now you'll be able to like join this little thing, and like for what games are there, you'll be able to play those games on like on a competitive level. So Xbox Arena, that sound, you know, pretty cool, you know. So they, you know, showed off, you know, a little bit of new, you know, features coming to the Xbox Live, you know, thing, you know. So that was pretty cool. Minecraft. They showed off some Minecraft. Minecraft got DJ. I know you was like, yeah. So, man, DJ was so excited to see his precious Minecraft, but Showed off some stuff from Minecraft Realms. A freaking sucker had the freaking eye grab right now. Freaking guy had on a freaking Oculus, like, yeah. So when we're playing freaking playing Minecraft VR and all this, they showed off some stuff from Minecraft. This is when they started to get into the whole indie part of their conference. I'm like, here we go. And all those people inside my chat was like, bruh, you listen. Indies are a huge part of this gym, bruh. If y'all don't know that jump by now, like literally every conference you should expect indies. Indies are going to be there, you know. It plays a huge part in, you know, this generation of a game. And so they showed off some indies, you know. They showed off some new game called Inside from the makers of Limbo. They showed off that. They showed off a little bit of Cuphead. That's really like there are two, and Cuphead, I really want that because I love the art style. It looks like a really fun game. And Outlast 2, which is also an indie, but that game is like, Outlast is so good, I don't even consider it an indie no more. Like, aside from Cuphead and Outlast 2, there's really, and also this next game I'm about to mention, they're really on a lot of indies, you know, this year at least, and I'm really excited to play. But We Happy Few, and they showed this trailer off, I think, at last year's E3, and it intrigued me back then. So then they showed some gameplay for it. You know, people in my stream was saying, get this BioShock clone off the stage, because the art style is really like BioShock. But We Happy Few, aka the Bill Cosby simulator, because suckers are like putting pills in like their mouth and doing all this crazy stuff. I'm like, what is this Bill Cosby clone on my screen? So, but as the gameplay progressed, it got better and better and better. So We Happy Few, that is another indie from Compulsion Games that I'm also, you know, really intrigued at, you know. So that looked pretty good. Well, for the Xbox game, if you're in the Xbox game preview program, you'll be able to play that on July 26th. Apparently Gwent is a thing. I'm like, all I seen was Gwent, the Witcher card game, and I'm like, these Witcher 3 fanboys are gonna eat this junk. Like, that's really all I saw. But apparently Gwent, you know, is a thing and people like really love it. So more power to you. Didn't really have no effect on me. Tekken 7. They showed off some Tekken 7 gameplay. And here's the thing. Tekken has been trash to me since like 5. Like, I remember playing a little bit of Tekken 6 and I was like, yeah. Let me just go this way. But Tekken 7, they show Akuma versus Heihachi. Heihachi is still rocking the worst hairline I ever seen, but he's going against Akuma, and it was showing gameplay. Tekken 7 actually looks really good. Akuma was beating that man Heihachi like he stole something, but the gameplay for Tekken 7 looks really good. I actually might get back into Tekken because I haven't played Tekken since like 5, and that's supposed to come out in early 2017. Also, free Tekken Tag Tournament 2 for Xbox Live Gold members. I think that's out like right now, so if you want to play that, that's cool. So yeah, I might get back into Tekken, you know. That definitely looked good. They showed this trailer off, and all I seen was a bat wrapped up in barbed wire. And when I seen that, I was like, oh, this must be Negan from The Walking Dead. Like, if I see a bat wrapped up in barbed wire, the first thing I'm thinking is Negan from The Walking Dead, because they left us off on a freaking cliffhanger. I still ain't forgot about that joke yet. But Dead Rising 4, people were saying that this might be at this year's E3, and it was a Dead Rising 4 trailer. Let's just hope it doesn't drop as much frames as 3 did. But Dead Rising 4, people do like that franchise, and it definitely, you know, will sell on the Xbox One. That comes out this holiday season, so look forward to that if you like the Dead Rising franchise. Scalebound. And when they bought this up, I'm like, okay, last time I seen you, it was a PowerPoint presentation. Last time I seen you, it was a slideshow. So hopefully the frame rates don't drop the way it was the way it was at last year's. But Scalebound, they showed some co-op gameplay. I honestly don't really know what to feel about Scalebound right now. Like, it's one of those games to where it looks fun to play, but it's like there's so much going on. The man is freaking putting on. Hold on. There's so much going on. The man is like, he's like, let's go. I'm like, I don't know why you need to put on headsets to to like go into battle, but I guess he does that. Man wearing some cheap Beats by Dre, but you know, Scalebound, the gameplay, it definitely does look like an interesting game, but it's like I think I just need to know what is the game about. I need to know what the story's about, you know, just more insight on exactly like what are you doing in this game, because really all I see is you fighting this huge creature. You start to put on your beats and you go in there and playing co-op. It looks fun, but I think I just need to know like more about the game and exactly what the story is about. But they showed some co-op gameplay off of Scalebound. It definitely was better than the last gameplay at last year's E3, and that's coming out supposedly in 2017 if it doesn't get delayed again. So they showed off that. Sea of Thieves, which is a game that I did have interest in. They showed some gameplay off for it at this year's E3. I just thought it would have been better if they didn't have those actors in like those actors in like the left hand corner, like pretending to have fun. Like, oh my gosh, Bill, shoot! So it's like the gameplay wasn't really bad. It was just like putting those people in the vid while they're playing. It just kind of made it a little cringy. Like people kept on saying the cringe or a sea of cringe because it was just like those actors that were playing. It was just like, bruh, you're trying too hard. Stop it. But they showed some gameplay off of Sea of Thieves. I still am interested in that title. This trailer, I didn't know what this junk was. I'm like, what the freak is this? There was like I wasn't sure if it was like H1Z1 Part 2 or I don't know what the junk was. All I seen was like zombies. It looked like a open world game, and he's going from house to house with people. It looked like he's trying to find supplies and stuff like that. I'm like, what the freak is this? This junk look good. State of Decay 2. I'm getting it. I never played the first one. I forgot this junk was a thing, to be honest. I'm like, oh yeah, State of Decay. Oh yeah, that's a game. State of Decay 2. That trailer they showed off of that junk looks really good. Hopefully, because I don't remember if they gave a release date for it, but it'll probably be next year. Most likely, it seems like all the games that I really want to play come out next year. But that State of Decay 2 trailer looked good. Halo. People in my stream was like, I hope they show off Halo 6, and I'm like, what? Halo 6, sucker. 5 just came out last year. Halo 6 already? Pump the brakes, sucker. This is not Call of Duty. Halo 6 should not even be talked about until at least 3 years from now. Ain't no Halo 6, man. Ain't no Halo 6. It was some Halo Wars too. If you like RTS games, you might like this one. I'm not really interested in RTS games and Halo Wars series. I know some people did like the first one. I don't really have interest in it, so it was like cool. But a beta is now available for today supposedly. And guess what? Xbox One and Windows 10. Almost all these games are Xbox One and Windows 10. And last but not least, I'm already at the end. I thought it was a little bit more than that. Last but not least, good thing because my battery is about to die. The most powerful console ever. Or so they claim. The Xbox Scorpio. Now, this was a rumor going into this year's E3. Just how Sony was working on the PS4 Neo, PS4K, whatever you want to call it. Xbox is working on their own thing, and they started showing some people on screen like talking. It was just like the Xbox is it's gonna be it's gonna be a revolutionary experience. This will be the strongest console. They were just trying to be like real intense while trying to talk about the Xbox Scorpio. All right, so the Xbox Scorpio, it is supposed to release in the holiday season of 2017. Okay. It is supposed to be the most powerful console ever, or so they say. And a few of the specs, it's supposed to be an 8 CPU core, 6 teraflops. It'll be 6 teraflops, and it is supposedly what Microsoft is saying. This is what they're saying. It is going to be able to play games at native 4K. I don't know. I just kind of find that kind of hard to believe. So you mean to tell me we went from not even being able to play games consistently at 1080p 60 frames, and now we can play games at now all of a sudden we're gonna be gaming at 4K. Now I'm not sure if when they say that, because the way that they go about saying it kind of sounds like you'll be able to play games at 4K on it, but you have people saying that it's just going to be like as far as entertainment, like Netflix 4K, you know, Crackle 4K, you know, maybe some Voodoo 4K, you know, some Hulu Plus 4K. But the way they're going about saying is like you're going to be able to play games at 4K. So now you got Xbox fanboys saying, "Oh my, Sony's done." Sony has no shot or something like that. It will support VR, you know, and stuff. So I mean, you're gonna have 3 models of the Xbox One. You're gonna have the original Xbox One. You're gonna have the Xbox One S, which is the slimmer Xbox One, and you're gonna have the Xbox Scorpio. My biggest question for this thing is, okay, how much is this thing going to cost? Because when I was streaming it and when they were saying that, people in my chat was saying like 400. I'm like, sucker, where? 400? You mean, okay, the Xbox One S is going to be 300, okay? The original Xbox is like 350, 300. You mean to tell me you're going to go from that to supposedly this console, which is supposed to be the most powerful console ever, you know, have all this, you know, new hardware in it, and you expect that junk to be 4 to 5? Nah. No way. Just like I was saying when this junk was going on, this junk at the very least is gonna be 600 plus. Like, and that's not even counting, because if you want to do 4K gaming, you just don't need a console to do it. Sucker, you need a TV too. So let's do the math, because this junk is at least going to be, at the very least, 650 at the very least. So you add the console, and then you need a 4K TV, because there's no point of having a 4K console and you don't have a 4K TV. So that's a 4K TV, you know, the game. So it's like, here's my thing. And just like I was saying, I feel like Sony and Microsoft feel pressured by not just, you know, PC gaming, but by gamers, because the standard this gen was 1080p 60 FPS. We could barely do that. You could barely do that currently on Xbox One or PS4. You know, you might see it, you know, like once in the blue moon, but not a lot of games have ran at both 1080p and 60 FPS. So you got a lot of the gamers, you know, pissed off by that, because this is supposed to be next gen. These consoles could barely even do 1080p 30 FPS, you know. So, and, you know, they're seeing, you know, PC, you know, and games, of course, look better on P. Here's the thing people need to realize, bro. Consoles were never really meant to compete with, like, consoles and PCs are in a different market. Like, if you want, I don't know how many times, like, if you want games to look the absolute best, great frame rate and stuff like that, why do you not just get into PC gaming? Because if this junk is gonna be, it's easily gonna be over 650 plus a 4K TV. If graphics and frame rate matter to you that much, why don't you just do PC gaming? Like consoles will never be stronger than PCs. Like it once it gets to that point, is if it does get to that point, if ever, you're pretty much gonna have to be paying the same as or more money than you would, if you was to go into PC gaming. Like, I just don't get it. Like, all of a sudden it feels like consoles are trying to keep up with PC because PC is stronger than consoles. Wasn't it always like that? Like, I don't know what's the thing. So, like I said, if you care about graphics and frame rate that much, you might as well get into PC games. Because I'm telling you right now, the Xbox Scorpio is not going to be cheap. There is no way this thing is going to be cheap. You got to buy the console. You got to get a 4K TV. If you don't got that, nah. There is no way. This junk is not going to be cheap. No, four or 500. Sucker, please. Sucker, you must be dreaming. So that's my whole thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't get it. Like, just literally what I just said. Like, I pretty much said exactly what I want to say. Like, if you care about graphics and frame rate that much and 4K and you want to play games that, and they look freaking amazing, you might as well get into PC gaming, bro, because this junk is not going to go. One thing I can guarantee you, this junk will not be cheap. That is all I'm saying with the Xbox Scorpio. So yeah, they showed that, and now here's the thing. It kind of put Sony in a little bit of a predicament because apparently, according to the rumors, the Neo, it kind of looked like, as far as the hardware, the Xbox Scorpio is stronger than the Neo, according to the rumors at least. So this might have to make Sony go back to the drawing board, like, freak, they're stronger. Then they gotta go back and like redo the whole thing over. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of weird at the same time because it's like all of a sudden consoles are trying to compete with PC. As far as like specs goes, like, you're gonna lose that battle every time. I don't know like what's different. Like we it's been like that for years now. So, but yeah, man, that was pretty much it. That was Microsoft. That was Microsoft's E3. They ended it off on the Xbox Scorpio. I thought it was a pretty solid conference. I still think, I don't know, I'd have to think about it, but I thought it was a solid conference. I didn't think it was like nothing like, oh my god, this freaking conference is amazing. Nothing really jaw-dropping. That was like the biggest thing that they talked about, the Xbox Scorpio. But I thought it was a solid conference. So what did you guys think about Microsoft's E3? Can't wait for Sony to see what they got to bring to the table. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Catch you guys at 9 p.m. for Sony. Let's hope Sony comes strong with it, because they need to.